Greetings, Israel and sojourners of Israel. My name is Brother Andrew, and today's date is November 30th, 2021. I'm coming to the nation of Israel with a unique and interesting topic: the benefits in keeping the Most High's law. The benefits in keeping the Most High's law. You know, Christianity and the Roman Church teaches that there is no benefits in keeping the Most High's law. And I'm going to refute that tonight. There is every benefit in keeping the Most High's law. Christianity also states and claims that the law is a curse. Galatians 3:13. And it states, Christ have redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. And my question is, why would the Most High made his son to be a curse for us? Christianity also teaches that the Most High and Hamashiach is one or the same. Again, my question is, why would the Most High curse himself? Let us look at the definition in the English dictionary of the meaning of a curse. A curse in the English dictionary is a solemn utterance intended to invoke a supernatural power to inflict harm or punishment on someone or something. This sounds like witchcraft, voodoo to me. And this is why the skeptics and the ungodly and the agnostics would always claim that the Bible is false. And the Bible is the true word of the Most High. The word of the Most High is forever settled in heaven. But the liars, who are the Greeks and the Romans, they attach their false book with all deceptions and all distortions to the Torah and the Tanakh. And this was by design. This was to mislead the chosen people. Let's look at Psalms 119 and 126. It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law. Talking about the Greeks and the Romans, voiding the law of the Most High. Psalms 119 and 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. And thy law is the truth. Yet Christianity, yet the Roman Church say that the law is abolished. The law is done away with. Even in their own book, the New Testament states in Matthew 5:17, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Again, let's look at the word fulfill. Let's look at the definition of fulfill in the English dictionary. Fulfill means to do what is required. These liars, the Greeks and the Romans who wrote the New Testament, cannot even tell a good lie. They cannot even keep their lie straight. And our people, the true Israelites, the chosen people, are so blinded. 90% of our people is following this falsehood called Christianity. If Israel does not wake up and renounce this false doctrine, they will never make it. to the new kingdom. My people, wake up. You will not make it to paradise. Let us look at the benefits in keeping the Mosai's law. Joshua 1:8. It says, "This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night." And the book of the law is the Torah. The law is in the Torah, not in this New Testament. This is the book we have to read, the Torah, not the New Testament. The New Testament is a Greek and Roman Gentile book. That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. Then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So what Joshua is saying, that when we keep the Mosai's law, it is automatic. We can be prosperous and we can be successful. Keep the Mosai's law. You can only be successful when the Mosai's law is kept. You can only be prosperous when the Mosai's law is kept. Gentiles are the authors of the New Testament and the spearheaders of this false ideology called Christianity that is intended to lead the chosen people off. The law of the Mosai will lead Israel to its final destination. We don't need a GPS. All we need to do is keep the Mosai's law. Sometimes a GPS will lead us off course, just like Christianity. The law of the Mosai will guide us to our final destination. The law of the Mosai is a perpetual covenant. It's forever. Nothing changes. Exodus 31:16. The law of the Mosai is forever settled in heaven. Psalms 119 and 89. The law of the Mosai is as relevant today as it was in the time of old. Malachi 3:6. For I am the Mosai, and I change not. The law of the Mosai is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Mosai is sure, making wise the simple. Psalms 19:7. If we lack knowledge, if we lack understanding, the law of the Mosai is going to give us wisdom, it's going to give us knowledge, and it's going to give us understanding. All we got to do is keep the Mosai's law. Great peace have there which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Psalms 119 and 165. Once we keep the Mosai's law, we will have peace of mind. You will have a sound mind. You will have tranquility when you keep the Mosai's law. Consider my affliction and deliver me, for I do not forget thy law. Psalms 119 and 153. If you're afflicted, if you are in trouble, any type of problem you might have, and you keep the Mosai's law, the Mosai is going to come to your rescue. In these troubled times, you will be protected from the danger when we keep the Mosai's law. The Mosai's law is the truth. Let us look at the health benefits in keeping the Mosai's law. Exodus 15:26. And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Mosai, your power, and will do that which is right in his sight, and give ears to his commandments, and keep his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Most High that healeth thee. When we keep the Most High's law, healing is going to come. Health is going to come. Don't send no money to these crooks, these preachers that tell you send them money and they will send you a cloth. You don't need that cloth. Keep the Most High's law. Keeping the Most High's law is the total package. It's loaded with benefits. Regarding health, wealth, protection, you name it. It's all in keeping the Most High's law. Yet the Greeks and the Romans is promoting that the Most High law is abolished. That Hamashiach done away with the Most High's law. But we know that these are liars. We know that these are deceivers. We know that they have a disdain for the children of Israel. And the reason why they have a disdain for the children of Israel is that the oracles of the Most High was not given to them. It was given to the children of Israel. Their philosophers of old, it was not given to them. Aristotle and all those philosophers, those Greek philosophers, it was not given to them. It was given to the seed of Jacob. He sheweth his words unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto the children of Israel. He have not dealt so with any other nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. The Most High chose us. He chose Israel to be his chosen people. He chose the seed of Jacob. And if we keep the Most High's law, it's going to be all right. We should ask ourselves, Israel, why are we still in Christianity, taught by Gentiles, following this unrighteous doctrine? Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And the reason why that we are following Christianity, we lack knowledge. Because they have rejected knowledge, and we reject knowledge because we've been preaching and telling you, look, this Christianity that you are following is false, and you reject it. Oh, I believe in Jesus. Jesus saved me. Jesus this and Jesus that. The word said in Hosea, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. And not only that, and the dangerous precedent that you are setting, the Most High is going to reject also your children. He says, I will also forget thy children. We are setting a dangerous pathway by remaining and following Christianity. It's a false religion that should be renounced. We must renounce Christianity. It is not for the chosen people. It is the same religion that was given to us by our slave masters, by our captors. We hate everything that they did to us. We hate everything that they have given us. Why not renounce their religion, Christianity? It is high time for us to wake up and reject this Gentile religion. Wake up, my people. Wake up. Time is short. Hamashiach will soon come back. We need to wake up and serve the Most High with truth and uprightness of heart. Jesus is not going to save us. Because you know who's Jesus? Jesus is Caesar Borgia, the 5th Pope of Roman Sun. They paint that man, that white man, and put him up as your savior. We living in falsehood. We must wake up. We must renounce Christianity. Come back to the Most High. Follow his laws, his statutes, and commandments. Stay away from that New Testament. Read the Torah and the Tanakh. Live according to his words, and we will be all right. Again, I thank you. I trust and pray that the Most High will open your eyes like he opened my eyes. to see the falseness in this New Testament and bring us on to the other side. Thank you, and may the Most High bless.